Billy Elliott and his wife opened their own business in downtown Tucson after Billy had been a waiter at different restaurants in the city. It was 2012, and attracting customers to Elliott's on Congress, he recalls, was much more difficult than they expected.
In May of 2012, there was no street out here because it was the construction of the streetcar was going on. So the first 5 months we were open, we literally had no street in front of us. It was challenging for sure, and we weren't making money those first few months. Obviously, it takes some time, you know.
Fast forward to 2020. Things came together and progressed until the pandemic. Unpredictability has been a constant companion ever since.
In fact, it reminds me a lot of the first year we opened, just because everything's changing and we're adapting on the fly week to week. You know, I don't know how to make the schedule, I don't know how to staff it, I don't know what our business hours are going to be, and I feel like I have to be here, you know, all the time.
But Elliott calls a new addition in front of the property a godsend. The addition is extra outdoor spaces for customers. About 16 seats on a fabricated patio over the sidewalk with a ramp for pedestrians to get around. Elliott says the Downtown Tucson partnership helped him with the City of Tucson's application process. He also worked with the state to ensure he could serve liquor outside. There are different forms depending on the government agency.
We started ours on October 12th of 2020. Some businesses got it a little earlier than that. We could have gotten it earlier, but like I said, I wanted to wait until I had the liquor license extended as well, because I wouldn't want the patio if we couldn't sell our infused vodkas out there.
Over the past few months, a growing number of patios have been popping up in the downtown area. Restaurants are trying to meet the demand as customers' appetite for dining outdoors returns. Chris Squires is the managing partner at 1055 Brewing, which opened here in 2018.
At this moment, outdoor seating is king, right? I mean, we all know that that's the safest way to sit and dine.
Retiree Steve Moore agrees. He's a member of the Tucson Home Brew Club. He likes to check out different beers with his wife, and they say the open-air setting is an added bonus.
Particularly in these times, I think it's invaluable. I think it's a must. We're a little shy about eating indoors, but now that they have the outdoor facility, you know, it's a real plus for the brewery.
Chris Squires says construction of the outdoor extension started last summer and went live in October.
We were fortunate enough to be the recipient of a grant, so we combined forces with our neighbors Batch next door, and we pooled some grant funding from the Downtown Tucson Partnership, and then also from the state of Arizona. Governor Ducey signed an executive order helping small businesses build outdoor seating like this. Total all in was over $20,000, but we were able to cover over half that with grant funding, so it was immensely helpful. In times like this, you know, for a restaurant where cash is very, very tight, I don't think we could have done it without assistance from both DTP, Downtown Tucson Partnership, and the state of Arizona for sure.
Moving forward, merchants say they would love to keep these patios in the long term, pandemic or not, and they have some support. Mayor Regina Romero's office says there have already been some preliminary discussions with the Downtown Tucson Partnership. Quote, "The mayor is very supportive of making this a permanent option and also wants to explore the possibility of expanding this to other restaurant districts in town. Of course, this will require some coordination to ensure access to sidewalks and other issues that we think are manageable." Regardless of what happens on that front, Elliott says he'll stay the course. The patios are most desirable during cooler temperatures, so he's looking forward to larger crowds in a few months.
You had to adapt your business on the fly and roll with the punches, but at this point right now, it feels really good. It feels really good to be standing strong, and we've been here for a while. We feel like we're a staple of downtown, and we're going to keep on rolling.